Christy Lynch. 93 years of age. And I know you were born in 1922. Were you born in the family home?
1923.
1923. You were born in the family home?
Yes.
And I see there was 10 members in the family.
10, yeah.
How many boys, how many girls?
6 boys and 4 girls.
And would have all been born in the house, or were there a few of them born in the Lord?
No, most of them, they're nearly all born in the house. I'm sure they were all born in the house.
Yeah. And I believe a local woman would have...
Mrs. Sherry, yeah.
Mrs. Sherry.
Yeah.
Someone says to me that she's still alive as well, is she?
Oh, no.
I thought she was. What is this? Where did you go to school, Christy?
Down the road here.
Behind us here at Joe Dwyer's school?
Joe Dwyer's, that's right.
Was it a big school?
No, it wasn't. A two-room school.
2 rooms.
And the doors rattling off it.
Were they?
And the wind, the rain blowing under them, and you know, just...
Was there many in your class?
There was, well, I was recruited to try and fill up numbers. I went over and I only 3-year-old. My brother brought me over, John Lord of Mercer.
Yeah.
And old Mrs. O'Brien was the teacher. And she was trying to lift up the numbers a bit. There was a couple more, but I was too young to go on the rolls. I couldn't be enrolled unless I was over 3.
All right. So your brother...
And no, he was going to school at the time.
Anyway, yeah.
He brought me over and I filled up the numbers anyway for that day.
Did you?
There was an inspector there,
or
whatever you call them.
Yeah. And would there be about 5 or 6 in the class, or was there more?
There was about 50 was going to school. There was.
And the two?
Between the two, there was infants and seniors.
And do you remember who your teacher was?
Yeah, Mrs. O'Brien was, and Miss Flanagan was the assistant teacher.
Right. Yeah. What about after school then? There was no such thing as college then, was there?
Oh.
Straight out onto the land of work, was it?
Out to tin turnips or big stones.
Is that what you done? Is that what your first job was?
Yeah, that was my first job. Yeah, tin turnips.
For who?
For the local farmers round about.
Yeah. And I believe you grew your own vegetables at home, did you?
Yeah, but everyone grew a bit that had a garden. Now, tilled so much of it.
You wouldn't have sold them though, would you?
We sold, so there wouldn't be enough. We didn't produce enough ourselves, never mind.
So what about the family itself? Like is the rest of them still alive? Are you the only one still alive?
Oh, no, there's 4 of us alive.
Oh, very good. Very good.
2 boys and 2 girls.
And is any of them around here?
Well, my brother lives down the road opposite the nursing home there. And the girls are in Dublin.
Very good. And what about playing football then? You played football early on with...
Oh, Curraha, yeah.
Then went to Donamore.
Yeah. I would have been I'd been near 20, I suppose, when I went to Donamore.
Oh, yeah.
We had a team here, but we never had enough of numbers. So we'd be going around the sideline asking lads what to play. Yeah.
So you went to Donamore. Did you win much up there?
We won the Major and the Fish Cup and a couple of other old medals.
Who would have been on your team back then?
Peter McDermott, Jackie May, Paul Garrity, Frankie Murphy and Desi Murphy and
there was plenty more anyway.
Oh, there was plenty more, yeah.
You're after naming people there, and tell you one thing, you're still here and there. I think most of them are...
Oh, yeah, they're all gone. Oh, yeah.
And what about, tell us who do you think was the best footballer you ever played with? Either in Curraha or Donamore?
Oh, there's both Peter McDermott or Jackie May or Tony Dundee or some of them, yeah.
They're all decent enough.
Oh, jeez, I stood all well, county men, such as it was. They were the best meat at it, anyway.
Yeah. And what about socialising back then, Christy? Was you dance hall down in Kilmoon Cross, wasn't there?
Oh, yeah, but that was years after.
Yeah.
Not at all. The first dancing we tried was at the floorboards behind in the chocolate.
Oh,
it used to have a boards down on someone there with an accordion or a fiddle or something playing a few tunes. They'd be going around in rings.
And of course, you probably had to cycle up then, did you?
Oh yeah, and walk.
And walk up, home.
Yeah.
Tell us about the Eucharistic Congress in the Phoenix Park, 1932. When Dr. Cormac sang.
That's right.
Were your family, some of your family up at that?
No, I think only my father was. I think that he was the only one. He went on a Sunday. He went the last day. It was the closing day. He went.
How would he have travelled? Probably on a
bike.
On a bike as well.
Oh Lord, yeah. So we're all on bikes in the 1930s.
Yeah. No other matter of transport then.
There was a hell of a snowstorm that year.
Oh, was there?
Or the year before, rather. All the roads was blocked from here to the main road, and there was a good few dairymen in there, Guineas and Mulvaney's and Sherry's and all, and they dug the way up, dug the way the track. It was a peculiar thing. It all went into drifts.
Oh yeah.
And be a mountain and then be none.
All right, yeah.
And they dig their way through it and got with the ponies and carts. They got up to Hamilton to the main road. The main road was being cleared. It was cleared.
Right. Jeez, and they had to dig their way around.
They dig their way around, spades, the shovels.
And come here, tell me, when you were out socialising, was there any old scalping done or ill?
Rows.
Starting out row here. Yeah, well, own it, say.
No, well, I did, but I wasn't mixed up, and I never got mixed up much in
yourself.
Well, there was a bunch of us there. We often nearly get into rows, but we managed to escape.
Would you went to support and follow Mead much back then?
I know, yeah. From we'd say, I think 39 now when they were in the first final. I think that was the first time I was in Curraha.
Was it? Again, cycled up probably?
Cycled up, yeah.
And you're probably going to say Peter McDermott as well. Was he the best?
Yeah, he was. Oh, geez, star man. So he was a star man.
He also played with Ned Dornan. Good old Ned.
Ned, that was years after. That was long after, yeah.
His brother played with him as well,
Morgan Dornan, yeah. He's dead too.
That's right, yeah. Ned was a good one though. He was on
Ned, he was. Ned was on the 54 team.
So you married a local woman?
Yeah.
Ita or Ita?
Ita.
Do you remember what year did you get married?
In 67.
Was it up here in Curraha?
No, in Dili.
In Dili.
It was her parish.
Who was your best man? Or was there
my brother. My brother, yeah.
Was he? And what about going away on honeymoons and that? There wasn't no.
Yeah, we
down to Killarney or something, was it?
We got a. She worked with a crowd out in Dublin. White's was the name, and they had a cottage below in. Oh, jeez, now let me think of the bottom of Cork.
Right.
And they let us go down the.
Down near Kinsale or somewhere like that.
No, well, it was part in. What the hell is this?
West Cork, anyway.
Yeah.
Mm. They just have an old band at the wedding.
Oh yeah.
You don't remember the band and name.
Tony Davis was playing. Yeah.
Geez, you have a great memory, I'll give you that.
Mm.
I can barely remember last Saturday. What about the forge? Remember the forge out the back here?
I do.
Remember that one that used to be in
Well, part of Donoghue.
was it?
Yeah.
You remember back then?
Oh,
Plenty of activity
I
around
brought
that.
horses to do it to Bartley Kyle to be shod.
Did you?
Charlie Kyle's father. I was working for Clark's at the time, and I used to bring the horses down, and he got them removed those shoes and cleaned them up and reshod them and all.
And what about didn't you work in the cattle mart up in Ashby?
I did, yeah, that was in the 70s.
Yeah. That's up there where the at the rat cross.
But yeah, it's done away with now. So it's, what is it, some kind of a...
There's everything up there,
well, there's shops and cinemas and God knows what.
Retail.
And the half of them closes up.
Yeah, that's right. And what was your last job then, Christy? What did you retire as? You worked in the council as well, did you?
No.
Oh, did you not know?
No.
Tom did he?
Tom did, yeah.
Tom did,
Yeah.
What was your last job then? What did you retire at?
Oh, from the building.
Building?
Yeah, it was a crowd named Hodgins. The roads and sewers, and they were building houses and the
And
roads.
Did you have a motto in life, Christy? Or did you just live every day, is it?
Oh, sure, I don't know. It didn't look far enough.
Just take every day as it
Yeah.
And tell us, before we go into the last few questions, Christy, what about any other stories from around here from years ago, like growing up? What it was like growing up? Give us an idea, like.
Oh, sure. Well,
It was tough.
it was. No money, not at all. No. I'll tell you what I remember. The first pint up here,
Oh yeah, where was that?
up in Craigenston, in Kelly's land.
Oh yeah.
That was the first time I saw a black man.
Really? What year
Yeah.
was that, do you remember?
It was
Roughly.
around 37 or 36 to 37.
Jeez, that's the first time you saw a black man.
That's the first time I saw him. That's the first time an awful lot of the fellas saw
Do you know
black.
where he came from, like?
No, I don't. He was. They had him dancing on glass,
Jeez.
on broken glass, and he had a grass skirt on him, and kind of feathers on his head.
There's still a few people nowadays that dress like that. You know?
Yes, I know that.
And no one knew where he came from.
How he came from Dublin, of course. The crowds was out from Dublin, so out for the pint to pint. There used to be a big crowd of it.
Yeah.
And then all the parishes round about, the people, to be all going on bikes.
Yeah.
And to be not a horse and trap or things like that.
Of course, you'd remember the Great Arkle as well, and
Oh, no, yeah, but sure.
he brought to
Yeah.
the house.
Oh, aye.
And why was your man dancing in the glass?
He had, because he was a black man, I suppose, and the idea if he been able to dance in glass.
Jeez.
And in his bare feet.
Really?
Yeah, you could see, no stockings or nothing, but his knees down, with his grass skirt.
I doubt if he ever came back.
Oh, we probably went out all the pint of pints anyway. But he had an old bundle of yokes and you bought them a penny each.
Yeah.
And then they'd have a draw
Right.
at the finish, whoever number came out coincide with that. I think I never won or one, but I think I used to give them 2 shillings or a half crown or something like that.
There used to be huge crowds at the pint of pints back then, was there?
Oh, God, there was. Oh, sure.
Did you back the old horses? You did?
I did, yeah.
Any luck Were you lucky enough?
No, sometimes.
Always the same, isn't it? Sure. The bookie never loses, Christy.
No, it was one place I used to love going to, Dundalk. I used to go along with Nicky King, he was a cousin of mine, and I was always lucky in it. I always managed to buy some here. I said, 10 shillings would be the most anyway, would be putting on. Yeah.
Sure, the Dundalk then was a grass track, wasn't it?
Around a little old Christ,
Yeah. Tell us this, would you have a proud moment in life, Christy, or? It's probably a difficult question, but...
It's probably when we won the Media Championship or something.
Yeah. That was back in 51. 51. What position were you?
Left half back.
Left half back?
Yeah.
I'd say there's not too many men got by you.
No, I didn't let them go by me.
And would Tom have played on the same?
He played on the right side.
Oh.
I was left half back, and he was right. Yeah.
And who was in the centre?
Back? Jimmy Kennedy.
Jimmy Kennedy. And who would have been in goals? I'm going to try and ask you. Do you remember much? Would you remember all the first 15 roughly? Who was in the goals?
Owen Sullivan.
Owen Sullivan. Oh yeah.
And Eamon Boland was full back, and Desi Murphy, and Kevin Stanton. Did you know Kevin Stanton?
I knew of them, yeah.
He was a guard son there.
Oh yeah.
He went in at the bank or something.
What's that?
He was in the bank, I think.
Yeah. And Desi was a brother of Frank, wasn't he?
Yeah.
Frank was on that team as well, was he?
No, I don't think he was on that team. He wasn't well or something.
And the two midfielders?
Was Joe Morgan, Hitler Morgan, and Anthony Sweeney, Bucking Sweeney. With nicknames in the most of them.
I'd say there was nicknames in every single one.
There was.
Yeah. Do you remember who the 6 forwards were then? Who done all the scoring for you? You probably.
No, I didn't know. Jackie May and Jim Cardens and Paul Regan.
Paul. Yeah. He was my godfather.
Was he?
Paul was my godfather.
Yeah.
He's my mum's brother.
Yeah, that's right.
Of course, he was tragically killed.
Yeah.
Up there, we were looking at this last week. Jerry, you zoomed in on that last week. That's Paul's father there. Paul O'Regan's father.
Is it?
Yeah, William O'Regan. He was a sergeant.
Bill, yeah.
He was a sergeant in Ashburn.
Just I looked at that a long time ago.
Yeah. There was
the other.
Patsy named them all here a couple of weeks, so Patsy Swan did, and there was always, a lot of people were wondering who this man was. I knew a few years ago, all right, but yeah, that's Paul O'Regan's father.
Just I didn't know who he was. No, the first fellow, he was a barman. He had Johnny Gray.
Yeah.
Then the next fellow was, what the hell is this name? The old man there with the moustache and the hat was Jack Merriman, and Paddy Brady and the Chucker McGuinness.
And who was the horse?
The was Beggs up the road here.
One of the Beggs had the horses, did they?
And see the old man, he was sitting at the trap.
Yeah.
He brought a mare to stud, you see, behind the trap.
Yeah.
And the mare, I don't think you can see the mare, isn't it now?
You can see him there, yeah, he's there, hiding. Doesn't want to be seen. But Paul was a great footballer, wasn't he, Paul O'Regan? He was a good...
He was, yeah, good.
Yeah. And of course he would have been related to Jem Cairns as well.
Oh, that's right.
Jem's
sister, that's right.
Really. Tell us this, Christy. Do you believe in the afterlife? Do you believe there's more for us up there?
Well, I hope there is.
A lot of people are hoping.
Not much more we can do.
No, that's what we had Pat Hanley here a couple of weeks ago, and Pat says, well, I hope there is, because we're doing an awful lot of praying for nothing if there isn't. You know?
Well,
What type of person would you like to be remembered as, Christy? Like when
someone that had nothing bad to say about me.
easy going.
Well, not that easy going, but not anywhere.
And who would have been your best friend growing up? Who would you have hung around with and palled around?
Well, the man the fella that he was the same age as myself. We serve mass tomorrow, and an uncle Jerry as well. There was three of us from the three houses over there, and Alfie Toole was a smart fella.
Alfie Toole.
And he called us the three wise men.
Oh,
To see, it's the three wise men. They had the crib.
yeah. Oh, is that right? That's what you're called.
We were the three wise men going to mass.
Do you have any regrets in life, Christy?
Oh, indeed, I have. Tons of them.
Yeah.
Tons of them. Didn't make something out of myself.
Yeah. So we all have regrets.
Yes, of course, yeah.
And last but not least, will you, like, for everyone that's looking in here, what did Curraha give to Christy Lynch? Was it always good to you around here?
Oh, it was.
Yeah. Always like when you grew up and.
Oh, yeah.
What a tough enough upbringing, like everything.
Yeah, she got on with it, yeah. But I don't think I had an enemy at all.
Did you not?
Well, for a week or so, it might have. There was something that happened, but it made it up. We all came together eventually.
Yeah. And you've no more stories. Any more that you can tell us before we?
I'm sure I can.
Playing football or even travelling up to Dublin for certain things. Well, you would have went up to Crow Park and that.
Oh, yeah, well, I went up to the games in Crow Park, and I went back up that evening to met a lassie.
Oh, did you?
Yeah.
Jeez, I hope she was worth it.
Oh, well, she was the best I had.
So you cycled up to the game, you come back?
Back, and back to Dublin again, yeah. But there was lots of lads doing that.
Oh,
Jesus, you had company all the time. Even if you didn't get someone from here and went out to the main road, wouldn't be out getting you an ashboard, and you had plenty of company.
Yeah.
Plenty of company.
Yeah. Everyone flying around the place on the bikes.
Should you know the way? Well.
And did you hold on to that woman for long?
No.
Oh,
no.
You moved on to the next one.
No.
Would you be classed as a bit of a stud back then, were you?
What it was classed.
You got around anyway on the bike.
Got around, yeah.
Well, Christy, it's absolutely a pleasure to have you down here, and thanks a million for coming down to have a chat with us.
Very good. Good
man. Thanks, Christy. All right, Jerry.
That's great. Lovely.